How's it going, guys? This is my guide to high Astromancer Solarian in the Tempest Keep. First up, the goal of this strategy is to secure a quick, easy first week kill. As groups gather more tier 5 gear, the resistance requirements and the method will change, but after testing multiple different approaches to this boss, this is by far the easiest, most straightforward way to secure a quick kill. That being said, you're going to need to bring 3 tanks, 2 tanks with stacked arcane resistance. Ideally, you're going to want over 365 resistance, as this fight has a continuous stacking debuff that reduces your total arcane resistance. The third tank is equipped normally and will be picking up adds and the boss in the final phase. For healers, 5 is completely fine, but there is no issue bringing 6. There are no specific requirements for DPS classes, just ensure you have a few interrupts and decent AoE to clean up the adds. So some things to note on Solarian. Until the boss enters the final phase, it does not have a threat table and will randomly target players with arcane missiles. Healers need to be very aware of this and be able to react quickly to the arcane missiles damage. Starting out on the pool, ranged and healers are going to stack here on the edge of the orange central platform. Melee and non-arcane resist tank can obviously stand on the boss and normally DPS. Your 2 arcane resistant tanks are going to stand away from the group, as you can see here. Periodically throughout the fight, the boss debuffs someone in the red with Wrath of the Astromancer. This debuff deals arcane damage over time, and once it expires, it jumps to a nearby player. So the player with the Wrath of the Astromancer debuff needs to run as soon as possible over to the 2 arcane resistant tanks, and he will remain there until the debuff drops off onto one of the 2 tanks. Once it drops, simply run back to the group. You can tell the debuff has dropped as your character will no longer be blue. I've left a link to the weak aura package that you see me using here to notify me I have the debuff in the description. Now onto the adds. Every minute after the boss has been active, he will disappear and spawn 3 groups of 4 Solarian agents. These need to be quickly picked up and AoE down. They have very little health and shouldn't cause any issues. From the time these adds spawn, you have 20 seconds before Solarian returns. When he returns, he will also spawn 2 Solarian priests. These need to be picked up and killed quickly. You also want to coordinate kicks or interrupts on them to prevent them from healing. All of this is just rinse and repeat until the boss hits 20% health. When the boss finally phases at 20%, threat starts fresh, so DPS should be prepared to stop DPS and allow the tank time to pick up the boss. From this point, it's tank and spank. Unless you're really crawling over the 20% mark, it's basically a kill. The boss will occasionally do an AoE fair, so fair woods and tremor totems should be used. And that is really all there is to it. If you found this helpful, drop a like and a subscription for more TBC content to come in the future. Cheers.